Hey guys, Ebomi here. Plan was, a friend of mine had a couple of, they weren't anything special at the time, but they were made by New England Firearms, which is no longer in business. And I believe, were purchased by H&R Incorporated, which is Harrington and Richards, company that goes back to like 1871. And as far as I can tell from that plan, it looks like in 2000 they were purchased by Marlin. So he had a couple of examples of that I kind of wanted to show you. This guy here is a break open single shot synthetic stocked 17 HMR. And it's a pretty impressive little round, all things considered. This gun has a 22-inch bull barrel, and that brings this gun in at a pretty hefty 8 pounds for a small gun. You definitely feel it when you get this thing in your hands. 38 1/4 inches overall. So that's about where all the fun ended, because when these guns were pulled out to be shown to me, how my lighting is, if you can see that, I don't know, let's do this. Sorry about the shakiness here for a second. But the condition of these guns is absolutely horrible. In the gun community, I'm sure there's guys sitting out there right now saying that is possibly punishable by death. This is another one of his, a nice Remington 870 Express Magnum, and that is some pretty impressive looking bluing on that guy right there. So, I am not a gunsmith. I'm not going to ever on my channel pretend I am something I'm not. If I do not know the answer to it and cannot find it, I'll always let you know. So, what the plan is to professionally have these guns repaired at this point in time is not financially possible. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to spend a lot of video time on it, due to the fact that, of course, at this moment in time, I'm governed to a certain amount of time my videos can be anyway. But I just wanted to give a quick video of what you can do in this particular situation when you don't have the money, and about the only thing that I am honestly doing here is just trying to slow this rust down so that it does not make it much more expensive to do this correctly in the future. To do this correctly, this gun should be bead blasted and professionally reblued. So for right now, my little steel wool with some soap in it. I got a little tray with some water, and basically all I want to do at this point in time is to remove the rust, like I said, this is just going to be a very fast version of it. I can kind of show the outcome at the end, but as you can see, that does remove all of the surface rust. If you feel that, you can still feel that there is a pitting in the metal, which the only way you're really going to get that is to have that professionally done. So the 17 here, I have basically already have done the steel wool, and I actually also took a little of in my gun kit. It's probably would be the equivalent. Over at the Armory channel, Pete took all the bluing off of barrel bushing because he wanted it to match the barrel, and he did that with flits and like a Dremel tool with a soft pad tip. Something that I've actually been using, of course this is, as you can see, has been designed for by mothers, which its intended purpose would have been for like car rims and stuff. But I've had a lot of luck with this, using it in about the same capacity as the flits. I have used the flits. The flits is an awesome product too. But my plan for my buddy was simply to get the rust off and slow down the rust from slowly destroying this gun, and just to try to make it last a little bit longer before having that taken care of by a professional. So, like there's an example. This looked pretty bad before I started. It had the exact same problems that this guy is having here. They got the rust in the trigger by the trigger guard, and rust on the face there, and this one actually has I probably cannot see that. This one actually has rust down in where the shell slides, and I'm willing to bet that this one would probably not self-extract the shell in the state that it's in. So my plan, as you can see off of this one, is just simply was to steel wool, maybe a little flits or the mother's polish, and put oil on the guns because they're going to be back out and being used. If it got to the point where you wanted to set these up for get them into collector's state, and you just wanted them to look really nice, and you weren't going to be using them out for hunting season in the rain and the snow, then I would go with the progress of getting it to a gunsmith and getting them taken care of right, and that way because right now all I've really done on this one is just removed pretty much what was left of the bluing, and you can see where the oil is on there, what a difference that alone would make, and then do a thorough cleaning on them, clean the inside of the barrels, and re-oil everything down. So that, like I said, that was just a quick video of just some way to possibly save it from completely getting destroyed by the rust when you are on a serious budget and cannot afford to have it done professionally and right. So thanks a lot, guys.